Hi, Father Ian Van Heusen here. You know, it never fails. There's something within the church sometimes, and you'd be like, why does the church require this, you know? And early on, I'd be like, man, this doesn't make sense. For example, godparents. Any pastor will say that godparents can be one of the most difficult parts of the Catholic Church when you're working with families, because inevitably what happens is that parents will choose for godparents for their children for baptism. They'll choose somebody who's not living in harmony with the teachings of the church. But then what I've discovered over time was there was a strange wisdom with this whole idea of godparents. It's almost like it becomes an examination of conscience. So you tell to a parent, the godparents have to be living in according with the teachings of the church. They don't even have to be perfect. They don't even necessarily have to attend Mass that often, which of course we know is a big deal. You know, attending Mass on Sunday is an obligation. All they have to do is be baptized and confirmed, have received the sacraments, and not be living with somebody outside of marriage, so causing a public scandal. What I'm finding is it almost is becoming an examination of conscience for families, because there are many families right now who come forward for baptism and they don't have a family member or they don't have a friend who's living basically according to those requirements. That, you know, married, if you're married in the church, you know, you have received baptism and confirmation, not causing public scandal. And that's a fascinating dynamic. And I want us to think about that. You know, it's really, because for me, the spiritual life and raising a children in the faith requires good friendships. It requires good circumstances, a whole community of believers who are doing what they are called to do by God. And when a lot of times when people come into a parish and they don't have that network, there's not a good chance that the child will be raised Catholic. So there's a deeper wisdom, even with something like godparents, which I'm finding incredibly fascinating. I hope you have as well. Amen.